go with Greg Olsen. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. Off we go from Denver. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week one of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. A run with Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. They'll give it to Dobbins. Throw! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. They send Sutton in motion. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, you know the old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here. To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. And, Greg, after this one, it counts for real final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mental?
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Send a man in motion right. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Mims sent in motion here. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Here's a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. He finds some room across the 25. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop. Play fake. Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. On the toss, it's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Williams trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mims sent in motion here. They'll go play action with Hicks. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down, right back to Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
2nd and 11. Throwing. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. 3rd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Broncos. And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Play action now. It's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 15-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Cowboys. Here's Dak to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. They'll throw again. Dak. Headed left.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Second down, Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. Pistol now for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. In his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete. They run over center with Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. That one on the tackle, Terrence Steele. Dak facing 3rd and long. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. 3rd quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's another run here for Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Prescott now. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On play action, here's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Now a second down throw for Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Again, Prescott to the air. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Williams. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. Play action now. Prescott moving left. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches. They'll go again here with Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. The Broncos have it. He's inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Denver. Riker now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. Inside the 25. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now Prescott moving to his left. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. On 3rd down, Prescott. And he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Williams. Finding space inside the 40. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Dak going to give this to Blue. Not much there. Maybe a yard. 2nd down and 8. They'll go with Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Blue, and this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Prescott. That is caught back corner of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Mills now. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
To the sideline, he's got it. The officials says yes. And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So that challenge, a successful one.
Let's go now.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give. Here comes Blue. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action. Now it's Milton. Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing. Milton. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They run on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, These defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and not going to be a lot of game.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Throwing is Mills. Open man downfield, it's Franklin. And he will score. Troy Franklin. Touchdown Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They look to be on their way to a second win in 3 tries here in the preseason. They'll begin here with first and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 41, here's second and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Okay, ready?
Milton to the air on second down. Going up top. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, they need 7. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now third and 50. From the gun, here's Milton. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Cowboys. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. To the air, it's Milton. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. First and 10.
It's a gain of 29. And the Broncos first down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Mills to throw. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A run with Harvey. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Mills. That swung out to Harvey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Mills. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's Mills. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Denver. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now a toss play, running left, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. they'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finished the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple of weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.